In this video, we're going to go through the Power BI Intermediate training. You will be able to come back to this training as often as you would like to repeat the exercises that we've covered in class. If, when you decide to come back to this video, you no longer have access to the LSC-Group Intermediate Training workspace, you will be able to repeat these same exercises in the Data Models workspace by following the same steps with the exception of these first couple. So first, to get started, go to discovery.lonestar.edu and it will ask you to log in, and you're going to utilize the email address that your license has been assigned to. Enter your password. I would prefer to stay signed in. This way, if you're constantly coming back to Discovery, you will be logged in automatically. If you're on a public computer, do not do this. So once you get in, you may have one of two looks. For this we're going to be utilizing the new look on. So if it's not already on, go ahead and click on that now and make sure it looks just like this up here. Then on the left hand side, you're going to go to their workspaces right above my workspace. Find the LSC-Group-Intermediate Training and click on that. And if it's not already there, go ahead and click on Datasets and Data Flows. This way you see the only option available instead of all of the items under the content. If you hover over it, you will see this for more options. Go ahead and click on that and create report. And this is going to open up a brand new report for you to start creating. So this is the first part of the intermediate training to get you into the portion where you are creating your reports. From here, we are now in exercise 1. So on the right hand side, click on the Enroll Completion Success table to expand the field listing. Once you expand the field listing, click and drag headcount out onto the canvas. Make sure that you have the bar graph as your visual, the clustered bar graph or column chart, up here. Next, we're going to go to D_term and expand the field listing. We're going to drag the field term name into the axis under the visualizations. Term name, click drag axis. So the visual is now updated to show the headcount by term. So if you go to Format Options, so while you're here, you'll see the paint roller. Go down to Title, highlight the title, and type in headcount. Change the background color. You can choose any color you want. I'm going to choose blue and white for the text. Now drag it up into the top left-hand corner. Resize to fill about a quarter of the screen. Step 11 now is to click on the term name and drag onto an empty space of the canvas. So come back over here and drag, drop, release. Then go up to the visuals and click on Slicer. So while the slicer is active, click on the Format options to expand Slicer header. Change the font color to white and the background color to black. And text size to 12. And we're going to resize this window and put it in the top right hand corner. I'm going to do one more option. Is I'm going to turn this from a list to a drop-down box. That way I can resize it just a little bit smaller, and when I click on the drop-down box, it will show me all of my options. So now while this is active, you're going to use your shortcut keys, Control C, Control V, and it will make a copy of the slicer and retain all of your formatting. While I'm in here, on the new slicer, I want to make sure I go back to the fields. I want to delete the term name. I want to go to D_campus, and I'm going to drag the campus name into the field. And now I have a second slicer with the campus name. And I am going to make yet one more copy. So I will copy again, paste again using the Control C plus Control and then Control plus V. This time I'm going to go to D_FTIC. While I'm active on this third slicer, go ahead, delete the campus name, and drag this FTIC field into there. At this point, you will have 3 slicers on the right-hand side. So we're going to make the following selections. Under the term name, we're going to choose 2017 Fall. Under the campus name, we're going to choose Sci-Fair. And under FTIC, we're going to choose Yes. And if you hover, you will see 3,426 students show up in the head count. So now I'll go back to the campus name slicer and uncheck Sci-Fair. And click on the bar graph or the column chart to make it active. This time we're going to drag the campus name into the legend. At this point you will see the head count broken out by the various campuses. While the column chart is active, go back to the formatting options on the right hand side. Go down to data labels. Go ahead and turn the data labels on. Now while the column chart is active, go ahead and make a copy using Control C, paste a copy with Control V, and go ahead and drag that down below the other one, resize it to make it a little bit smaller in the bottom left hand corner. And while it is active, go over to your visualizations and choose Table. Next, click on the fields and we are going to drag and drop the fields to reorder them so that term name is first, campus is second, You'll see a little yellow bar show up in there as you drag and drop it. And we've now reordered our fields. Resize. Now make a copy of go back to the head count column chart, make a copy, and paste it. Again, we're going to drag it to the bottom right-hand corner. While the window is active, we want to delete campus name from the axis, or from the legend. I'm going to click on pie chart now under the visualizations. Expand D_person, and let's go ahead and drag race and ethnicity into the legend, and delete term name. And now you can see the breakdown of the race and ethnicity of the students that are first time in college at each of the campuses. So up top it's broken down by campus. Down here it's broken down by race and ethnicity. So these figures are the entire system, and these are broken down by system. If you want to see these figures for a particular campus or term, you can make those selections utilizing the slicers up here. So for 2019 fall and North Harris, now you can see that there are 1,796 first-time in college students, and this is the breakdown of race and ethnicity. This concludes exercise 1.